What's good, people? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know who it is. It's Malcolm.E, your boy. If you're new to the channel, well, you gotta hit that subscribe button to get to know me more. So today, I'll be talking to you guys about my top 5 favorite rap albums of all time, right? So I won't be ranking these albums in any kind of way. I'll just be, naming these albums and just telling you how these albums impacted me in my life. Without further ado, let's get to it. The first album we're gonna talk about is the Carter 3 by Lil Wayne. Now, this is the first album I actually ever bought physically, and it's the first album I ever enjoyed throughout because I was never really a hip hop fan before listening to Lil Wayne, especially that album. I just pretty much listened to anything, but that album for sure is the album that really got me into hip hop. Songs like A Milli, for me, that's one of the greatest hip hop songs. No matter what you say about Lil Wayne, you have to give him that. That song is a classic. So many songs actually, like Lollipop, Got Money. Like he had so many really, really, really classic songs on that project. Yeah, I remember listening to that album repeatedly, over and over and over again. I actually never even. There was a certain point where I never even listened to any other artist but him. I wake up, I'm listening to Wayne. After school, I'm listening to Wayne. Before I sleep, I'm listening to Wayne. Yeah, that song actually inspired me to even start making music. That was actually, sorry, that album. That album was the one that actually inspired me to start even making music. I used to watch all his documentaries and just check yo, this guy is literally freestyling, you know, all the stuff, and he's making such good music. And also just seeing how passionate he was, it made me also start loving it and want to start creating my own music so I can inspire other people too. Yeah. Now, second album, again with no particular order, goes to Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Now, this project came out about 2012 or 2013, somewhere there. I had just started high school, or I think I was in my second year of high school. I was still into Wayne, I was still into Lil Wayne. I was literally listening to Lil Wayne from late primary school all the way until that time. So I was just all about Lil Wayne. So I was not actually eager to listen to any other rap artist because I felt like he was just best and nobody else was better. And my friends were like, no, listen to this dude. And I listened to the project and it just got better and better to me. Like every time I listen to it. It's one of those albums that just get better and better the more you listen to it because the more you listen to it, the more you also understand what the certain track is about. I mean the whole album was based on just one day of his life, which was also crazy. It made me interested on what else he had to say. I was like, yo, if he made a whole album of all these different stories and all these hits just based on one day, what else is he gonna rap about? Just if he's just gonna talk about a week of his life. So that for me was really dope, and just to see how creative you can really be as an artist. And then after that, J.COLE 2014 For His Sales came out. And also with that, I wasn't a J.COLE fan. I didn't listen to him. I knew a couple of songs, from just hearing it, when I'm hanging out with friends or something like that. But that album also, I was still in high school, yeah, probably just about to finish high school, and my friends would just kept on playing it in class. When we had a free class or the teacher was gone and we just had to do some work or something like that, they'd always be playing it. I'm just like, okay, let me give it a try. There was already a couple of songs that caught my ear, just from hearing it from other people. And yo, yeah, that album was an album where I was like, yo, this dude understands me. Like all the certain, all the things that I was going through at that moment, like he made songs about it, which was really, really, really like dope, and it made me become a fan of him. And till this day, I still listen to that project. Till this day, I still listen to it and learn something new. Whether it's a line that I didn't quite understand, and I like albums like that. I like albums like that. And we'll move on to the third one. Now, the third one is, no, sorry, not the third one, the fourth one. The fourth one is Drake, Nothing Was the Same. This also came out, no, this came out earlier on actually. It came out earlier on, like before 2014 Forest Hills, but it took me a while also to really like listen to the whole project. I did like a few songs from it, but it took a while. But then when I actually really got time to sit down and listen to it, I was like, yo, this is a really good album. I mean, most of Drake's albums are good, but that one for me, I think it was like the type of beats he chose, the topics he was rapping about. That's what makes it my favorite Drake album and my top five rap album of all time. Now, the last one, the fifth one, again in no particular order, goes to Jay-Z and Kanye West. Watch the Throne. Now, this album was just like, it was like, how can you explain it? It's like, damn, how can you explain it? It's like, if you're a soccer fan, it's like Ronaldo and Messi being in the same team, basically. Like it was like two of like the dopest artists, at that time coming together and making a project. And it was really a dope project. Like songs like Otis, songs like Niggas in Paris, like they had so many songs. And I feel like it's actually an underrated project, but I understand why, because quite a lot of the songs were not actually like radio friendly in terms of like it was meant for the club. They did have like the club songs like Niggas in Paris and stuff like that, but it was like the album was really for like people who are into rap, like listening to bars and stuff like that, because that's what it had. And the production, like Kanye West is a beast when it comes to production. You already know that, yeah. I have a lot of albums that I like from these artists, Lil Wayne, Drake, J.COLE, Kendrick, Jay-Z, and Kanye West, but these ones are the albums that just stood out for me, and these are the albums that just throughout time, they still on my playlist. So yeah, there you have it. Top five rap albums. Carter 3. Let me not forget this now. Carter 3, Good Kid, Mad City, 2014 Forest Hills, Nothing Was the Same, and Watch the Throne. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the story time. Put in the comment section, name me your top five rap albums. If not even rap albums, just your top five albums of all time. That's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you next time. Peace.